What's up, guys? Just chilling here with Matt with 1T. Great time here in Amsterdam. Just chilling with some water and some coffee in the airport. Just waiting for the flight. A couple hours.
Hey, how was your flight?
It was good. I watched a show on crocodiles and leopards. That was pretty cool.
It was pretty good. Mikey, how was your flight?
Hello, friends.
My flight, I don't even have words to describe how great that flight was. Just impeccable service by the flight attendants. Might even have more space. Might even get better food.
Hi, I'm JD. On behalf of the Kalamazoo College soccer team, we're here in South Africa, enjoying some games, enjoying some service work, and enjoying the culture here. All right, I'm here with Brad. We're currently on the ferry right now. Where are we heading, Brad?
Heading to Robben Island, see where Nelson Mandela was in prison, learn some history about that. That's really important. It's one of the reasons why we're coming here.
Hey, JD again. Now I'm with Matt. Recap our Robben Island trip a little bit. So, Matt, what did you take away from the trip?
So, before the trip, we talked about Robben Island and talked about visiting it, but that had nothing to compare with actually visiting the island and seeing the culture and the heritage within the walls of that place, and just walking around and actually standing outside of Nelson Mandela's cell and seeing where that man lived for 18 years was eye-opening. And also the fact that our tour guide, Tom, actually served in Robben Island, and he just had words of wisdom and words of experience that just honestly rattled everyone's bones, I think, when he talked about his experiences there.
Yeah, for me, it was definitely a breathtaking experience. So what were the feelings that you had when you were looking at Mandela's cell?
Yeah, so immediately I felt sad, honestly. The first thing I thought was what this man has been through, but also I felt a certain aspect of pride in the sense of what he did with the circumstances he had. I mean, spending 18 years in that cell and then coming out and doing what he did, I don't know how he maintained the hope he did. I think it's amazing, and I think he's a role model for anyone growing up in this generation or generations to come.
All right, guys, so here with Aiden and Mikey. What was RV United, and what did we do there?
So RV United was a football club started after the 2010 World Cup through Football for Hope, the foundation. And it was basically a club for all girls in South Africa, and founded by a man named Vuyo in 2011. He started with just 7 girls, and then now he's built it up to about 5 teams of girls of all different age groups.
So first we ate lunch with all the kids. Then we did some icebreakers about like recycling and like the effect that your trash can have on the planet. Then after that we made rag balls with all the kids. And those rag balls actually go to, they sell those rag balls, and they use those profits to help fund their organization. And then after that, we went to their field and split up into groups and played some small-sided games. And while we weren't playing, we got to talk to the local children and like make friends and hang out with them.
What was your favorite part or moment of being there?
I met this little kid named Vusumzi, and I taught him numbers, and we hung out and played some soccer, and that was just really cool.
Coach Shabazz completed our trip to Robben Island. So what did you want the guys to get from that trip and that experience?
I wanted our guys to get a glimpse into not only the history of the island, but it's funny, right? It's ironic when you think about it. It's a beautiful legacy on one part, and it's a brutal legacy on the other part. Out of a system of apartheid, hatred, destruction, and brutality, you had the emergence of a humanitarian like Nelson Mandela. You had a generation of leaders who've gone on to shape modern South Africa. And I think really they serve as an example for us with our own internal politics in the U.S. and how best we could, in some ways, kind of reconcile our differences and work towards building a society that's fair and open to everybody. So I wanted our guys to get a sense of what it was like for them, and obviously we did. We had Mr. Tom Moses, who was a political prisoner there, who served as our warden, and he gave us some great insight into the cost and the toll and the impact that it had on his life, on the lives of many other people, including those families that were disseminated and destroyed, as well as the lives of those white South Africans who engaged and benefited from a system of apartheid. So it's moving, it's touching, it's emotional, especially you see the spaces that prisoners like Nelson Mandela was confined to, the kind of conditions that they had to endure. And again, it's this rugged brutality amidst this most picturesque, most beautiful island that sits right out in the middle of the Atlantic, facing Table Mountain. So it's really crazy.
Yeah, everywhere we go is just totally beautiful. But you've been to a lot of beautiful places in your life. Can you talk about the cultural impact that South Africa has and your experience here so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've been fortunate. My mother always kind of provided the opportunity for me to travel as a kid, and then it just sparked my own interest, right? And that certainly has continued into the adult that I've been fortunate to be in many places. It's my first time here in South Africa, and I'll tell you, just being here in Cape Town, certainly as a black person, you feel it, right? This is a continent, obviously, of when you think about people of African descent who lived in the New World, North America, South America, what have you, realize that we all started on this continent at one point. Hell, all of humanity started on this continent at one point. But to see the beauty of the culture, to see the diversity of the culture, to see the beauty of the place itself, and then to share some meaningful interactions with many of the people that we meet. I mean, for me, that transcends sport. It transcends, it's the best of everything that we always talk about. And sport is a vehicle just to facilitate those type of interactions. But, I mean, it happened at Robben Island today. It also happened at Khayelitsha, the township that we went to, and just interacted with those youngsters there. And their passion for the game, their passion for life, the enthusiasm, the intelligence, all that comes off, man, and it fuels you. So I can't wait to see what else unfolds. But I mean, I look around and just say it's absolutely gorgeous. I wish I was actually staying a bit longer, quite honestly.